Hi, I'm Margaret. This is Structures class and welcome. I'm excited for you to take this class because what you're going to get here is actually basic engineering ideas and basic engineering words, vocabulary, and you'll know how to use those correctly. You'll be able to talk with architects and engineers and sound like you know what you're talking about. So that's kind of cool. But we're going to do this without heavy-duty math. So there's no calculus or anything like that in the class. So let's just have a look at what the Moodle site looks like. If you have taken classes before this term, you saw Moodle that looked a little bit different. They've got a new version now, so it looks like this. Here it is. And first of all, let's just look along each side. On the left side, this is kind of like a Windows file manager thing where you can see all your weeks and their contents. You can use this X box and close it if you want to. Oh, course index, that's what they call it. Or you can click the tab and open it. And then over on the right side, here's another tab. This thing is called a block drawer for some reason. Here are some blocks. So here's about me. Here's how to get some support from the student help desk, how to learn about Zoom, how to do some other stuff. And if you don't like that taking up space on your page, you can click this X box and it goes away. So let's just cruise down through our class here. And I've given you a syllabus and a syllabus schedule, as well as a drawing title block and another thing. So let's open our syllabus. That is a Word document. Here it is. And let's go through it quickly. I wanted to point out that your syllabus says required text is blah, blah, blah. That's not actually true. The text is not actually required. I say required on the syllabus so that if you are in some kind of program or financial aid where they pay for your textbooks, I have to say required, otherwise they won't pay for it. So if you get financial aid and you want to get the book, yay, go for it, get yourself a copy. If you're paying for this yourself, you do not need the book. I will give you everything you need to be successful in this class in videos and PowerPoints and assignments. And most of the material that you will see, I took out of this book, following the fair practice copyright laws. If you decide you want to get a copy of the book because it's a good reference to have, I just want to point out that the chapters in the book from which our class is taken are the same from the first edition all the way up through the fourth edition. So you are welcome to buy any used copy, used edition that you want to, if you want to have the book. But again, you don't need the book. All right, supplies. You need some way of backing up drawings because we're going to do a few simple should I say, a few drawings with where we're going to draw arrows on AutoCAD. And so you need a way of backing up your drawings on a flash drive, on the cloud, somewhere. And then you need a simple calculator, not ultra simple. It needs to be what they call a scientific calculator. That is, it's the kind that has trigonometry functions, because we're going to learn how to do sine, cosine, tangent when we do triangle stuff. So find something that says scientific calculator or something that says it has trig functions. Now let's go down to the second page. This just steps through the grading criteria and policies. And basic idea is there are no due dates, so you can work as fast as you want or as slowly as you dare. As long as you get everything done by the first day of finals week, we're good. I strongly urge you to stay stay up to where the schedule says we're going to be, because it really stinks if you get behind. It's just there's too much material. So try to stay up, but there are no due dates. There are a few drawings, as I mentioned. There are a bunch of quizzes, short quizzes, and a couple of exams, which are just quizzes. And the thing about all of these quizzes and exams is they are open book, open notes, open everything. You can spend as much time on them as you want. You can use all your notes and everything. If you get something wrong and you don't like that, you can go back and do it over again. These are set up so that you can redo quizzes and exams multiple times until you get things right. And if you're stuck trying to figure out why did it mark something wrong, just send me an email and we'll talk about why that is, and I'll give you a clue on where to find the right answer. So you should be able to get 100% on all your quizzes and exams, one way and another. I want to go to the 4th page here and just point out a couple of things. One, make sure you talk to your advisor at least once a term so that you're doing things in the right order and you don't miss anything. And 2, I want to emphasize the idea about disabilities, and let's call them, there are disabilities, there are different learning styles, and I just want to tell you that this is a subject that is super important to me. If you have a learning difference of any kind, whether you have a formal diagnosis or not, I am here to help you. Just let me know what you need. And I don't know what that is. Everybody's different, but I am here to give you the best learning experience you possibly can have. So just stay in touch with me. Then let's look at the schedule. I put the schedule on an Excel spreadsheet, and I find it handy just to track here with where are we and what are we supposed to be doing. So along the left side, here's the weeks and the dates, and then here are the topics. And you might look at those and you might say, what are you talking about? Because there are a lot of words in here that you might or might not be familiar with. I just want to say, don't worry about that. By the time you get to the end of the term, you'll know exactly what all these words mean. And we're just going to go really slowly. We're going to dip our toe in the water, little by little. Gradually, we'll work our way in. Over here are some suggested due dates and suggested times to turn in. Again, you don't have to do that, but I really, really encourage you to stay up with this schedule. You'll have a much better experience. And I also want to say, I'm sorry, but this class is more challenging than next term's class, Strength of Materials. In this class, we have a few drawings where we draw triangle things and arrows. In Strength of Materials winter term, you don't have any drawings at all. They're all quizzes. It's much more familiar to you. So I'm here to help you master all this. I guess that's all I want to say. All right, so there's that. Let's go back to our page here. As we saw, there are some drawings, a few arrow drawings. So here is the title block that I want you to use for those drawings. Then I'm going to skip over this Google for just a minute. Our first assignment is a forum, and you're probably familiar with these by now. This is instead of taking attendance, this is where you write something and you do it by the end of the first week. And then we know that, okay, you're actually enrolled in the course. So here's the forum. It says here's what to do, and you can get extra credit if you respond to somebody. Now, how do I get back to where I was? Look at this. Over here in this, whatever they called it, course index on the left, you can go back and click on something and it will take you back to where you were. So that's handy, right? Let's go down to, notice how I'm scrolling. As I'm scrolling down, this index is keeping track of where we are. Everything is sorted by weeks, so let's open week 1. There we are, and here's that forum. You have to do that by Sunday night of this week. It's the only one that does have a due date. Okay, there's a handout here. It's totally optional. Just if you think this is helpful, have a look, but you don't need to. All right, so in Moodle, this icon here means this is a page, Moodle calls it, and this page is about an introduction to structures. So we'll click on that, and it looks like this. Over here is a hyperlink that's labeled slides. These are the PowerPoint slides for this first introduction. And next to them is the video where I talk about what's in those slides. I suggest that you download and save all these PowerPoints so that as you're doing the quizzes and exams, you have them right handy and you can refer to them. So let's go back. Here's where we are. We're on this page. I'm going to back up to here. I could just use the back arrow too, but I'm going to click that. Alrighty. And then here's another topic that we're going to do in week 1. We're going to review some geometry. And then here's the symbol for a quiz with a little check mark. So you go there and do a quiz. What else did I want to say? The other thing I wanted to say was that I have a page here about how to use Google Shared Drive, which I think I also emailed to you. And Google Shared Drive looks like this. All of our drafting courses, the material from them is stored in this shared drive called Drafting Courses. And here is our course, Structures, right here. I'll click on that. Here's our syllabus and schedule. Here are the assignments. So let me open that down arrow. There are the assignments, quizzes and drawings. I'm going to click on the lectures. There are all the PowerPoints and a Word document that says here's the link to the video about the PowerPoint. So I'm showing you this because after the term is done, you won't have access to this Moodle class anymore, but you will have access to this shared drive forever, as long as you use your LCC email address. And you are welcome to look at any of these classes, not just the one you're in. Help yourself, and you are welcome to download and save any material from any class. This is here for you to use. It's all yours. So let's go, now we'll go back to our Moodle page, whoops, and scroll back up to the top where I just want to say, welcome. I hope you have a good experience and enjoy learning about what these words and topics mean. And please stay in touch. I'm here to help. I am at your service. All right, well, have a great term and happy engineering. Bye.